Can you guys guess the one word that Meghan Markle was not allowed to say on her show Suits? Well, the creator of the show just revealed it. Plus, I had no idea, but Prince William and Kate Middleton were religious fans of the show, and they gave Harry a warning when they found out they were dating. Welcome to Popcorn Planet. I am Andy Signor, and we have some unearthed royal secrets that just dropped in this afternoon. Hollywood Reporter did an interview with the creator of Suits, Aaron Korsh, opening up about now the resurgence of the show, which he initially envisioned as a Entourage, the HBO show, but for Wall Street instead of Hollywood. That was originally how it was pitched. He's done a two-part series here on in Hollywood Reporter talking about the show and why, and now obviously it's a massive success over Netflix. But there are two parts I wanted to focus on here, two things I never knew that we thought, well, let's break it down. What was the one word that Meghan Markle couldn't say on the show? Apparently, the royal family was able to get copies of the scripts, and in doing so, had some notes, which to the chagrin of the writers and creator, they didn't really like it. So getting down to here, he is asked about Meghan Markle. Specifically, you suggest that Meghan Markle intrigue has fueled some of the recent interest in the show. I have to ask, presumably you knew she was dating Prince Harry before the rest of the world did, which must have been wild. Comes with all sort of security, privacy requirements. What do you remember? Oh, I was excited in some ways as everybody else. And that was before you knew you'd be going to the royal wedding. Yeah, I mean, your initial reaction is like, we're dating a prince. But the security and all the staff we shot in Toronto and the writer's room was in LA, so other people were dealing with that. I will say, and I think Harry put this in his book because I heard people talking about it, the royal family weighed in on some stuff. Not many things, by the way, but a few things that we wanted to do and couldn't do, and it was a little irritating. What kind of things are we talking about here? So here we go, getting into the word. I remember one particular line of dialogue, and look, I'll just say what the line was. My wife's family, when they have a topic to discuss, they might be sensitive, they use the word poppycock. Let's say you want to do something that you know your husband didn't want to do, but you wanted to at least discuss it, and in just discussing it, you wouldn't hold him to anything he said. You'd be like, it's poppycock. So in this episode, Mike and Rachel, Markle's character, we're going to have a thing, and as a nod to my in-laws, we were going to have her say, my family would say poppycock, and the royal family did not want her saying the word. They didn't want to put the word poppycock in her mouth, I presume because they didn't want people cutting things together of her saying, yeah, the other word without the poppy. So we had to change it to BS, but the actual word, instead of poppycock. And I didn't like it because I told my in-laws the poppycock was going to be on the show, and they maybe would one or two more things, but I can't remember. Again, this may be naive, but how is the royal family getting or reading scripts? I don't know how they got them. I was aware that they were reading them because I got the feedback, but I don't remember the process by which they was them. This whole thing's weird in itself that the royal family was now allowed to get an American show just because. Why? Like, no. Was Meghan actually doing it? I'm fascinated by this. I don't know who got them. I was just aware they were doing it, and I don't remember the process. Who calls to tell you Meghan can't utter the word poppycock, or does Meghan herself make that call to you? No, Meghan did not call me. I can't remember. It might have been the directing producer at the time or her agent. So again, it could have been her. See? For agents just calling around. Whoever it was, they didn't like having to tell me, and more than I liked having to hear. But listen, when they explained it that way, I'm pretty sure it got explained to me, and that was about the splicing potential. I had some sympathy because I wouldn't want somebody doing that to her either. And the thing is, I didn't think anybody really would. Nobody would. But I also don't know. People are crazy. He didn't like people telling him what to do. I was mad, but then later he changed his mind. And that's sort of the bit he talks about Meghan, and there we go. But fast forwarding to another interesting part, this was revealed in Spare. Now, again, full disclosure, I have not read Spare. I don't want to read Spare. I've tried to listen to the audiobook of Spare, and I lasted about 8 minutes before I dozed off. But in Spare, Harry revealed let's do it. Reveal number 2. Prince William and Kate Middleton were allegedly religious fans of Suits before meeting Meghan. Another interesting fact from the book, after Googling Meghan Markle's X scenes from Suits, he said he needed electric shock therapy to get them out of his head. Yeah, that's got to be a big one. But here's where things get interesting. Yeah, apparently they were huge fans. Harry recalls being invited, and this is going to lead to something far more interesting in the reveal of it. And again, this was from Harry's book. The Renegade Royal reveals that he told them there was a new woman in his life, surging forward to the woman's identity. After swearing William and Middleton both to secrecy, he told them that she was an American actress on a show called Suits. Their mouths fell open, Harry writes. They turned to each other. Then Willie turned to me and said, "F off." Why are you revealing this? Again, to pump up your wife. The Duke of Sussex remembers being shocked by the response until they explained that they were regular, nay, religious viewers of Suits. They then barraged Harry with questions, who allegedly told them a heavily redacted version of their courtship. Why not just be honest, dude? Like, it's your brother. Just be honest. They're not the ones leaking secrets. You are. You're all worried about what, oh, I can't tell him anything. I keep it secret. But yet here you are sharing the secrets. Make it make sense. They then, I just didn't want to give away too much, she said. However, the former army vet stressed that he couldn't wait for them to meet Markle. He told William and Kate he was looking forward to the foursome spending lots of time together, fulfilling his long-held wish that he'd be able to join the couple with an equal partner. But when the Duke of Sussex explained that he felt Markle was the one, William allegedly didn't offer congratulations. Instead, he cautioned his brother. Wise move, William. Maybe that's why you're going to be the king and Harry's the spare. He cautioned his brother, according to Harry. He still said to slow down, Harry writes, explaining that William added, she's an American actress, after all, Harold. Anything might happen. Anything indeed, huh? Harry admits that the comment stung at the time, but he didn't say anything. So yeah, there we go. So, wow. I didn't know this. Again, sorry, I'm catching up. A lot of, Andy, we all knew it. It's just, sorry, deal with it. I'm catching up, and that's why we're here. But the fact that he was telling Harry to slow down, she is an American after all, and an actress. Wow. It might not happen, Harold, and you've got to be okay with that. Well, now I felt that it was going to happen, and I told him so, but he still said slow down. She's an American actress after all, Harold. Anything might happen. I nodded, a bit hurt, then hugged him, and Kate left. Yeah, your brother's looking out for you because he's absolutely right. She is an egomaniac actress, and it's all proving true. You just are so in love you can't even tell. All of these should have been huge red flags in the beginning, and the fact that she is now not able to hang out with your family, which is so important to you, and should be because it's the royal family, just shows that she was not an equal partner. Sorry, she just couldn't handle it. Maybe that's unfair, maybe that's not right, but she should have just been left at a certain point while you moved on and found someone else. And I have no doubt you could have found someone else classy to help you and deal with all your issues, Harry. That's the problem here. So good on William, man. Good on William. He was spot on. I didn't realize this. So I say poppycock to Meghan Markle and all of it because, wow, I'm shocked to see that William knew it from all along. Now, I'm a little surprised that he was a religious viewer of the show, but there you go. What do you think of this? Does this surprise you? Are you impressed that he was on it? And also, what do you think of this word that she wasn't allowed to say? Do you believe this was the royal family? Or was this Meghan and her team then suddenly being super sensitive? Now she could get some script approval because she was a royal, which shouldn't have to change anything, right? We're in America. We're not in the UK when you're making this show. Should they have been able to do that? What do you think? And who was behind it? I want to hear your thoughts. Also, I want to make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell for all alerts, smash that like button too if you like this sort of thing, and stay tuned for more. Also, what other stories out there would you like us to cover? It's a slow news week. I got to be honest with pop culture. So when it's slow, yep, we lean into this more. So I found this fascinating though, so I'm happy to do it. Stay tuned. We'll be live in a bit if we're not already live already. Hope you join us. Thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on Popcorn Planet.